It's a twister! It's a twister!
It's the J. Craig Movie Review. Movie Review. A movie with you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the J. Craig Movie Review. I'm Jay, and my youngest and I saw Twisters the other night. That's right, another reboot or remake or whatever you want to call it. This is going to be a twofer today. Not only am I reviewing Twisters, but I'm also going to be reviewing the new screen at the MJR near us anyway, 67 around the country, Screen X, which was badass. So Twisters is directed by Lee Isaac Chung, starring Daisey Edgar Jones and Glen Powell and Anthony Ramos. This is not a direct sequel. This is just more or less a reboot of Twister. This is about a young lady who has a love for storms and chasing the storms and figuring out how tornadoes work, and she wants to save people and give people warnings, just like Helen Hunt did in the first one, and that's the only kind of legacy moment we have there. She, in the beginning of the movie, she ends up having a disaster happen, and some, pretty awful things happen to her. She kind of goes away and lives in New York now and gets brought back into the fold, thanks to her friend Anthony Ramos, to try to find out how they can warn people about tornadoes, and so they can prevent more lives and more destruction and all the things that come with the Twisters. So it's actually a pretty entertaining movie. As far as what you should be expecting from Twisters, it's damn fun. It's fun. It's a fun movie. The effects were amazing, and I'll get to that in a minute when it comes to Screen X. But the effects were amazing. Glen Powell, I really enjoy. He's got that cocky smugness to him, but he's got charisma. He reminds me of Chris Hemsworth in a way. Not nearly as goofy, but he's got charisma, and he's got something there that I really like watching. Daisey Edgar Jones was really good, and of course Anthony Ramos is always good whenever he's in it, whenever he's in a movie. So this is pretty fun, man. I mean, what are you expecting? It's a disaster movie. It's got explosions. It's got craziness, and you got some a nice story. Plus, they have a nice central bad guy who is trying to buy up the land and trying to capitalize on people's suffering and misery and the chaos that comes with a twister destroying a neighborhood, right? So I really like this movie as far as what I should be liking about it. It's entertaining, exciting, it's funny. That's about it. It's not really deep. It's got a nice story to it. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really fun. And I think a lot of the reason why I enjoyed it so much is the experience I had in the Screen X. So MGR, I have one over here by my house called the Epic, which I absolutely love, my go-to theater. But they have a new one a little bit further away from me called the Screen X. Now, again, there are 67 of these around the country, and MJR promoted this one. We got in to see it, early, and man, was it really cool. The screen light ups on the side. It makes you feel like you are just entrenched in this movie. You have these screens on the side of you taking up your peripheral. And so as you're watching a movie, not the whole movie, but certain scenes in a movie kind of take over the whole theater, and you feel like you're just entrenched in this world. So it's going to work great for special effects movies like this one, science fiction movies, racing movies, whatever you're talking about. I mean, can you imagine the trench run on the Death Star in Star Wars in this setting? Oh my goodness, this thing was really, really cool. The problem is you don't want to look at it because you're looking at the side, you see a plane flying over here, you're like, oh, look at that plane. Then when it hits the corner of the screen, it kind of bends to get on the real screen, and it kind of takes you out of the moment for a little bit. So the key is to keep your eyes on the screen and just use that as your peripheral, so it makes you feel like you're just kind of like it's a kind of another, almost like a 3D event, but without everything kind of coming at you and in front of you. Really, really cool, though. If you have a chance to go see something in a Screen X, I highly recommend it. It was really, really something, and I can't wait to go see Deadpool over there, or Alien, the new Alien movie coming out. Anything with big special effects and great cinematography. I think it's going to be just an amazing experience. And so they have projectors on either side of the screen. You have the one in the front, of course, that's giving your main picture. And man, it was really cool. So I highly recommend seeing anything on the Screen X, but also go see Twisters. It's a lot of fun. It's got to be seen in the theater. If you don't see it in the theater, don't watch it at home. That's just, come on, guys. We got to go back to the theater. They need us. We need them. Let's keep doing that, all right? Hey, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the bottom over there. Ring that bell, as my boys say. And see you next time.
It's the J. Craig Movie Review.